Dear True Psychic Tales magazine, it's me again, Rasputin Aquato. I know I write a lot, and you haven't printed any of my True Psychic submissions so far, but this one's different. This one's true. I just helped rescue Truman Zanotto, the grand head of the Psychonauts, and father of Lily Zanotto, my girlfriend. Although the term is still very fresh and might need fact-checking before we go to print. There was a kiss, but... Okay, I'm already getting off track. Let me start at the beginning. I grew up in the circus, the Aquato Family Circus, a ragtag little caravan of acrobats run by my parents. We were taught all our lives to hate and fear psychics, or fortune tellers as we knew them, all because of some old thing where they cursed the Aquatos to die in water. Problem is, I am psychic. I have been all my life. I hid my powers from my family, practicing them in secret, until one fateful night. After a show, a mysterious stranger handed me a brochure for Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp, a training facility for psychic kids, operated by the international espionage agency we all know as, bum bum bum, the Psychonauts. I ran away from home that night. When I got to Whispering Rock, I blended in seamlessly with the other campers. Superstar secret agent Sasha 9 and Mia Vodello taught me levitation and psi blast. I learned pyro and telekinesis from Ford Cruller himself. He was all over camp, literally all over, due to his ability to teleport. He even took up psychic residence in my head, which I could prove to you if you had a piece of bacon. Needless to say, things were going great. The one little catch was that the head coach of the camp was stealing campers' brains and putting them inside armored death tanks that I guess he was going to use to take over the world or something. I went into his mind and found out he just had some issues with his father. I mean, who doesn't, right? Now he's okay. Not great, but okay. Just as Ford Cruller was making me an honorary psychonaut for all my hard work, word came in that Truman Zanotto had been kidnapped. So my fellow psychonauts and I jumped in a jet, set out to find him. Our search led us to an abandoned underwater outpost of the Psychonauts in a dangerous part of the ocean, known as the Rhombus of Ruin. We found Truman there, held captive by Dr. Lobato, unlicensed dentist and amateur brain surgeon. We freed Grandhead Zanotto, but he's got Silurium poisoning and can't tell us what happened. We know Lobato wasn't acting alone, but he won't tell us who hired him to kidnap Truman. Agent 9 has an idea how to get the information, using an elaborate psychic construction implanted in Lobato's mind. It's risky, but that's just a way of life when you're a psychonaut. If I don't make it back, I really hope you consider publishing my letter. And also, please consider the sample layout and illustrations I included. Well, I better get my head in the right place. The mission is about to begin. Three days ago, Truman Zanotto, the grand head of the Psychonauts, was kidnapped. Yesterday, with my help, the Psychonauts rescued Truman from the underwater lair of Dr. Lobato. But trust me, there's no way Lobato is working alone. Today, we're on a mission. Find out who hired Dr. Lobato to kidnap Truman Zanotto. My name is Raz, and today is my first official day on the job.
everything okay in here, Raz?
Oh, hey, Lily. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I've dreamed about working at Psychonauts headquarters all my life. I just thought it would be more, you know?
Come on, we're going to be late for the morale corral.
And that's how we managed to raise profits, the 900% this quarter. That's right. Thank you.
And that brings us to our next topic.
Sasha, still have the talking turtle?
Maury.
Sorry, I just like the clapping.
It's now time to give out the award for Employee of the Year. The prize for this year's award is an all-expenses-paid tropical vacation.
Ooh!
Oh, I hope it's me.
The winner of this award may be one of our newest members, but he's also one of our most improved. Congratulations to Caligosto Loboto.
What? Way to go, Cal. You're gonna love this vacation package. I'm jealous.
I've never won anything or been on a vacation. I don't have to go on a boat, do I?
No, darling.
Woo!
All you need to do is get this vacation request approved by your supervisor.
What?
Just a formality. You just need to get this form signed by your boss.
My boss?
Yes, darling. Or you could just tell us who your boss is and we could...
No!
Maybe he doesn't want this tropical vacation after all.
Get back! I want it! I'm Employee of the Year!
Yes, you are, darling. Now off you go. Get that form signed by your boss.
The person who hired you.
The person you work for.
Okay.
Hurry up, before I take that vacation myself.
Rasputin?
I'm on him.
Keep up with him, Raz, and he'll lead you straight to his boss.
We'll try to head him off.
Be careful, darling.
Stay close to him, Raz.
Don't freak him out.
Remember to act casual.
I am acting casual.
What's that?
I said, I love Casual Friday. Am I right? Attention. The tooth is loose.
Don't lose him, Raz.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
I think he suspects something. He's taking countermeasures.
Just remember your basic training, soldier.
Right.
Are you following me? You are following me. This was all a trick. I'm not Employee of the Year. I'm the greatest dentist of our century.
All agents, the tooth has gone bad. Repeat, the tooth has gone bad.
Maintain pursuit, Rasputin.
We are in position to intercept.
Roger.
Looking for me? Well, come and get me. Why are you taking so long? I don't don't think you understand the gravity of the situation you're in.
Watch out! Yep,
Hey, you're not supposed to walk that way.
my posters! Yep.
Coach! No time for small talk, soldier. The enemy is on the move. But we've got him cornered. This way. Quick! Hurry! We can't let him shake us.
Now, before the procedure, it's very important that we clean out your dentist site. You don't want any dirty. Go away!
Stand down! Soldier, I've been bit. Got this giant tooth
I
up.
can't lift that tooth!
There's a door up there. We just need to make some sort of ladder or stairs out of here.
Lots of figments of Lobato's imagination in here.
When you see a figment, suck it up, soldier. After it. Finally.
Coach, there were no teeth in Sasha's plan.
That's what I told him. But he's all, no weapons, Maury. Got any ideas? Great job following orders, Private. You go on ahead. I'll take up the rear guard.
Yep.
I thought the big tooth was upsetting. Well, let's soldier through, Private. Unzip that dental door. Good job, soldier.
What's that light?
Uh-oh. Zip it back up again. Zip it!
There. Now that your cap is clean, let's check out those choppers. If I didn't know better, I'd swear this place had gremlins. No problem. I'm sure I can do this in the dark.
Coach, this room is definitely not in Sasha's plan. In fact, I think it's a trap.
No. That's just a sensor. Everybody has those. Live in your mind and stamp out things that don't belong.
Like us?
You handle this one. I'll find a way out. Hey, if you're done goofing off down there, I found a way out of here. Something weave, Raz. just have to do your thing with the dental door here. Ugh. Yeah, I can't even look at it.
Sounds like there's some emotion. Coach, is this normal? Do Sasha's mental...
Never. There's something screwy going on in this brain. The sooner we get out of it, the better.
Hey, that's one of Dr. Lobato's vaults. I should try to catch it. Could be high-value intel inside. I should try to get that sorted. This guy needs a duffel bag tag. This guy needs a duffel bag tag.
Hey, see what you can find that way. See you on the other side.
Yes, got the duffel bag tag. I think I hear something. Is this normal?
Never. There's something screwy going on in this brain. The sooner we get out of it, the better.
Looks like some sort of conference room in here.
Rasputin, is that you? I need... Oof!
I'm coming, Sasha. Yep.
Rasputin, careful. It's a...
Aha! Here's the hatbox tag.
Someone is helping him. He couldn't... Oof! Couldn't do this himself. The... Oof!
Hey! Open up!
Countermeasures too strong. Rasputin, careful. It's a... Oof!
Thank you for trying to remind me of that episode in my mind, because
Sasha, how is Lobato breaking through the office construct?
he couldn't be doing this on his own. He must be getting help from someone even more sinister. Get ready, Rasputin.
Keep moving forward, Rasputin.
Sasha!
I've got the situation under control. Just find us a way out of here, quickly.
Yeah, don't bother with them little mooks. You want to go for the gold. You gotta grab the big boys. Help me carry this one, will you, Frankie? I can't believe it. Ah, they got me too, Frankie. The mooks.
Yep.
Did you even brush before you came in here today? Honestly, it's a mess in there. Here, rinse and spit. Get out everything that doesn't belong.
Oh no, not back in the trap.
Trap?
Coach? Coach, where'd he go?
Oh, well, that's a good sign.
What is it?
That is a regret. If Lobato has regrets, then maybe there's a way we can still get to him. Let's get out of here and find Lobato.
Sasha? Are regrets dangerous?
Oh, yes, extremely. Take care of that one, will you, while I find an exit?
No.
Good job, Rasputin. Unfortunately, I can't find a way out of here anywhere.
Sasha? How long has that golden door been there?
Golden what?
Did somebody say gold? Frankie, here's our chance for revenge.
Oh, not these guys.
I'll keep looking.
Watch out! They're shooting out again! I'm coming to see you, Ma!
Rasputin, you see what you can find through that door. I'm going to stay here and attempt to repair my construct.
Yep. This is not getting any better.
Raz! Is that you? Come down here!
Lily, I'm coming! Uh-oh, Slipper!
Hurry up, Raz!
Here I come!
Still got that water phobia, huh?
It's not a phobia, it's a curse. Back in Grulovia, My whole family was cursed to die in water, and...
Yeah, super sad. Look at these posters! I think someone else planted these in Lobato's mind to intimidate him.
And make sure he didn't tell us who hired him to kidnap your dad.
Let's get rid of them. Maybe it'll help. Help me burn these posters, Raz. I feel bad about not recycling these, even though they're not real. Found an even bigger room.
I'm gonna catch up to Lobato.
Okay, I'll catch up after and make sure these posters are all burnt. You got more fire in your head than I realized, Raz. Fire! It hurts! Help me!
Lily?
Keep going, Raz!
We're not here to hurt you. We just want to know who hired you to kidnap Truman Zanotto.
Why can't you just let it go? All's well that ends well, right?
Yep. I think I hear some emotional baggage nearby. Who are you protecting?
Myself.
I need the purse tag here. I need the purse tag here. Yep.
Was that you screaming? Or me? Doesn't matter. Listen, we all have our doubts and regrets. But it's too late to turn back now, understand? What we have to do now is finish the extraction.
Lily, I think Lobato is starting to have doubts.
Duh, they're right over there. Luckily, they're highly flammable. You take care of them while I find a way out, okay? Careful, Raz. Those things can really slow you down. That's right, Raz. No more doubts.
No.
Try burning them. That's what I would do.
No.
Hey, Raz, doesn't this painting look familiar?
Get away from me, you scary little girl!
Think we should burn it?
Oh, you haven't changed, have you?
Come on, just tell us who hired you to kidnap my dad.
Oh, this is really personal for you, isn't it?
You better believe it is.
Cyclops,
Well,
delicious,
I'm
and
sorry
packed full of
if
mental
you
energy.
were offended.
That does it. I'm burning this guy.
Wait! I'll tell you. Hired me. Was no one. No one hired me because I didn't do anything.
Oh, brother.
Not on purpose, at least. It was an accident.
You've got to be kidding me.
Your father got lost and ended up in the forest of ruin. An accident. Just when we waited for you to come and save him. Oh, I don't even care anymore. I think I just did.
Mia?
Yes, darling?
Nothing.
Did you forget everything I taught you about levitation, Rasputin?
No. Your thoughts can lift you up if you focus.
Better hurry before we hit the ground. There you go. Woo-hoo. Now let's get out of here. Loboto needs our help.
Yes. Wait, help Lobato?
Someone really did a number on that poor thing. I think he wants to tell us who hired him. And he's terrified. Let's find him and help him. Forget to float, darling.
Got the first tag. Oh.
Don't forget to float, darling.
first tag.
Look how full of that poor Calicosto is. Over here.
Mia, the mission is falling apart. We've lost control of Lobato.
There's a little chaos on every mission, Raz. A psychonaut must always remember how to roll with it. You remember how to gather your thoughts and roll with them, right?
thought. Did you lose your train of thought? Levitation is really the best way for a place like this, Rasputin. Levitation is really the best. Levitation is really the best way for a place like this, Rasputin.
I can't reach Mia. I think she's been dementostrated. Sasha? Coach? Lily? Oh no. I think I'm the last one still in here.
What was I supposed to do again?
It's him! I've got to stop him!
No. I put the box in the back. No, that's not it. I put the old box and the egg in the ocean. I put the old egg in the box and the basket in the cake. No. I put the egg in the box and the... No. Box. I put the box in the basket and the basket in the ocean. No, that's not it. I put the egg in the box and the... No. I put the old box in the basket and the egg in the ocean. No. I put the old egg in the box and the basket in the egg. I put the egg in the box and the box in the basket and the basket in the ocean. No. That's not it. Put the old box in the basket and the egg in the ocean.
You put the egg in the basket and the old egg in the box and the box in the ocean.
Simple.
And if you tell anyone about me, anyone at all, you'll have to deal with her.
No, not her. Please don't make me look at her again. No. I won't tell anyone. I promise. No, please. No, not her. I won't tell.
That bozo's brain was booby-trapped.
Yes, whoever hired Lobato to kidnap Truman knew he might be psychically interrogated.
The poor thing looks terrified.
Did anyone get a good look at his boss?
I saw him, but I couldn't tell who he was. And I saw... something else. I saw the thing that terrified Lobato. It was... a woman, dressed in black fur. She was floating over the ruins of a city, and she was commanding serpents of... water. There was something familiar about her.
Rasputin, I'm going to show you a picture.
That's her! Wait a second. I thought I recognized her. True Psychic Tales, issue 43. She's on the cover.
Maligula.
The Deluge of Grulovia.
Maligula? She's been dead for 20 years!
Ford Crawler killed her himself!
A battle from which he never truly recovered.
She was a monster, a ruthless, power-hungry psychic who drowned hundreds of her own countrymen.
Nevertheless, she still has her loyal followers to this day. This file documents recent activity believed to be the work of these modern-day delusionaries.
What are they up to?
Well, it's ridiculous, really. There's no scientific basis to necromancy.
What?
They're trying to bring her back to life?
It's silly, darling, but if they believe they can do it, they might do some dangerous things.
Mia, have you considered the other disturbing fact in all of this? That unstable character.
Could never kidnap the grand head of the Psychonauts without help? Yes.
You mean...
There's a mole in the Psychonauts.
If you think this is a mole, you're dumber than you look.
Approaching the mother lobe.
Agent Forsyth, why did you deny us intel when we hailed the Mother Lobe?
What are you talking about, Agent 9?
We were on a mission to rescue the grand head of the Psychonauts. When we called for assistance...
I never heard any call. Who did you talk to? Is he all right?
We won't know for sure until we get that squirrel tested for rabies.
This is our kidnapper.
Clearly, he had help on the inside.
Impossible. A mole in the Psychonauts?
We have reason to believe delusionists are involved. And they're trying to bring back Malicula.
What?
I know. Isn't it great? The Psychonauts haven't had this kind of a threat in years.
Can someone help me with my dad? He's still acting funny.
Truman!
Let's get him inside so he can lie down.
I'll see what I can find out in my meditation chamber.
I'm taking Lobato to my office for further interrogation.
I'm gonna talk to Otto about our military options.
Does that make anyone else a little nervous?
Who are you?
I'm Raz. Rasputin? I'm, your newest Psychonaut?
How's that?
Ford Cruller, he gave me a badge. I've been kinda helping out.
Listen, kid. Agent Cruller is a hero. But he's not operating at 100%. He can hand out all the merit badges he wants, but he doesn't have the authority to commission Psychonauts.
But you can, right? You're Hollis Forsyth, lesser head of the Psychonauts? True Psychic Tales 146. You and Truman fought the Noodler together.
I prefer the title Second Head. If the other agents vouch for you, I might be able to get you a spot in the intern program. But don't be late for orientation. I hear the coordinator's a real brainbuster. Welcome to the Mother Lobe.
Hey, is it okay if I go up into the main headquarters now?
I'm sorry, little boy, but there just aren't any school tours today.
What? I'm an intern. Agent Forsyth gave me this.
Really? Let's check your head in the fingerprint reader, please. Well, I'll be doused. Welcome to the intern program. Let me get you your orientation materials.
Wow. That picture really captures my startled side. Ooh, looks like I can choose where to focus my energy and upgrade my powers. Very interesting. Gotta keep track of all the places I've been here. I'll keep my to-do list here. So, where is the intern coordinator?
Upstairs, second floor, just past the classroom. Now hurry.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access granted.
Wow! I can't believe I'm really here! Psychonauts headquarters! Ow!
Sorry, new ball.
Wow!
Nick Johnson, you are needed in reception. Nick Johnsmith to reception.
Area not accessible by interns. Shouldn't you be in class?
No running.
Hello.
Hey, Sonny.
Wow! A bowling alley? A psychic bowling alley? Amazing! Doesn't look open though. Wow! Here they are! The Psychic Six. The group of paranormal experts Ford Cruller gathered together to form the Psychonauts. I read all about them in True Psychic Tales #1. Tragically, none of them were the same after fighting Maligula in the deluge of Grulovia. Less tragically, but still upsetting, my mom used that issue of True Psychic Tales to line the floor of the world's smallest horse trailer. Excuse me, but do you know where intern orientation is?
Second floor, past the classroom.
Thanks.
If you passed the restrooms, you went the wrong way.
What, are we recruiting from kindergartens now?
So like 11 by 14 inches?
No, that's illegal.
I'm personally... Have a look around. Great idea. Let's make a side challenge marker and get you ranked up. That choice says a lot about you.
So much cool stuff in there. I'll come back later for the rest of it.
A train fluff in your pocket will take care of you when you don't have the mental energy to do it yourself.
Hey, kid. You didn't take the toilet plunger, did ya?
Wait, then the paper I've been using is illegal?
No, it's A4.
A4? Out of what? 10?
Yep.
Got some new gadgets available in my shop for testing.
Look, Willie, it's that rat we found on the Rhombus of Ruin mission.
Available to enter.
Don't act like you don't remember.
Looking good, Harold. He's got a sidecar. I have this weird urge to go shopping.
I need to be up there with them.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access denied.
I need a vacation.
Dude, you're making me stupid.
Welcome to the Automatic. soldier's choice. Ta-ta!
Attention all interns. If
Hello.
you do not have a mentor yet, please report to my office immediately for assignment.
Some brand new item.
I don't think I need any more gadget.
Hey, look out!
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Whoa!
Ow! That's mean!
Did he hurt you, baby?
I'm not a baby.
Yeah, you are. Question is, who's this new kid?
My name is Raz, and I'm the new intern.
That's ridiculous. I didn't ask for a new intern.
Intern program's full. Sorry, kid.
He is clumsy. He'd probably get us all killed.
And he's mean.
Well, kid, we give it a fair shot, and it looks like it just didn't work out. Better luck next year.
Guys, quit picking on the new kid. We were all new once, in case you forgot. I think he'll fit in just fine. In fact, I think he'll look cute in our uniform. Let's take him to the closet. Hey, you okay in there, Rusty? What's the holdup?
It's Raz. I was just wondering, if there's an intern uniform, how come you guys aren't wearing it?
Oh, well, we're level 2. Now just hand out your clothes and we'll get you that uniform.
Can't you hand me the uniform first?
No, silly. We need to take your clothes and measure them so we can get you a uniform that fits. Unless you want us to come in there and measure you.
No. Here you go. Just hurry up, okay? It's cold in here and I'm practically naked. Uh-oh. Guys? Oh, come on! This is embarrassing in so many ways. I'll take that card. There's a narrow slot, but I don't think I can fit through it. I don't have a key. I don't have a key. Aha! I'll bet this key goes to that supply chest I found. don't know the code. Rats! Oh, sorry, Harold. You're absolutely right. I should think about how I'm using that word. What is it, Harold? Do you know the code? Is the code in there, Harold? I'm too big to go in there. If only I could see what you see in there. Hey, that reminds me. Time to see the world as you see it, Harold. Aha! That's it, Harold. Almost had it. I just need to focus a little longer with my clairvoyance. Yep. Oh no.
Got him, right where we want him. If you would just cooperate with our investigation.
Sasha, you have to let me do more. You know it's because of me that...
Otto.
I mean, if I hadn't...
Not a word, Rasputin, until I find you some new clothes.
Sorry if the fit is a little off. They're the smallest clothes I had.
Now, tell us again how you ended up outside in your underwear.
Oh, you know, I was sort of going undercover. Just like you did, Agent Mentalis, in True Psychic Tales number 62, when you used your defibrillator to hypnotize 16 trans troopers at once.
Oh, please, that old yarn? Oh, they embellished so many details in that version. But in fact, it was 17 troopers. Well, love to chat, but I gotta make like a brain and bounce. If you're ever looking for just the right tool for the job, come see me in my workshop. Even the best psychonauts require a little assistance now and then.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Rasputin, I need to get back to the matter at hand.
No, I didn't bend the spoons, Mommy. Ooh, I love going through the car wash.
Oh, and don't worry about the other interns, Rasputin.
I need more pins. I need all the pins.
Initiation rituals are a common method for a specialized social group to integrate foreign elements while preserving the social exclusivity of that group. Understand?
My Psy Blast feels a lot blastier now. Thanks, Sasha. Hey, this is just like the brain tumbler you had at camp.
Yes, but stand back if I can ever convince Hollis to pay for it.
I've got enough credit to upgrade one of my Psy powers. Can't leave this card lying around. Yep. Almost had it. I just need to focus a little longer with my clairvoyance. Is this a bad time, Mia?
I always have time for my Kirinjinho.
Are you worried about Maligula?
Well, she died in the Battle of Grulovia, but sometimes the idea of someone is more dangerous than the person themselves. Her followers are what scare me. When someone devotes their life to a memory, they're capable of anything.
Are you meditating?
In a way, I'm reaching out to detect ripples in the psychic network around the world.
What are you doing that for?
I'm trying to find the illusionist activity around the world and report it to Agent Forsyth down in the nerve center.
Ripples?
A name like Maligula carries heavy emotional baggage for many people. It's like a large stone dropped in a pond. Ripples spread out, bounce off each other. If you know how to read the patterns, they can lead you to the source.
Can I ask you about the Psychic Six?
Of course, Rasputin.
Are any of them still around?
Oh, yes. Besides Ford, you know, there's Otto Mentalis out in his workshop, still tinkering with his gadgets. Sasha is his #1 customer. Dogenbull's grandfather, Compton, is here as well, but he keeps to himself. The other survivors have gone their own ways, unfortunately.
What happened to Helmut Fullbear?
Oh, that poor soul was lost in the Battle of Grulovia. I wish I could have met him. He seemed to have such a love of life and color.
Did you ever meet Cassiopeia?
No, but I read her book, Mindswarm. Very inspiring. I'm actually using some of her multitasking techniques right now, talking to you while I work.
Did you ever work with Lily's great uncle, Bob Zanotto?
Oh, yes, poor Bob. He lost so much in the battle. It really took a toll on him. I know it was very difficult for Truman to let him go, but it was getting dangerous. Oh, what that poor family has endured.
Well, enough about those guys.
Yes, let's talk about us.
Are you worried about Truman?
To be honest, I've never seen him like this before. But he's very tough, and he has his fearless daughter in there now taking care of him.
Have you talked to Sasha lately?
Sasha and I are always talking. Oh, he says hello.
Well, I'll stop bothering you now.
Never a bother, darling. Ciao.
Mia?
Yes, darling.
Well, I'll stop bothering you now.
Never a bother, darling. Ciao.
That was a dirty trick you pulled. I want my clothes back.
You know, you're right. I'm sorry. And I'm going to make it up to you. I'm going to let you finish my asset recovery mission.
Why do I feel like I'm gonna end up naked in a closet again?
My intern assignment is to track down this list of missing Psychonaut assets. Mission critical assets.
So, like a scavenger hunt?
If you think like a child, you will do a child's work. Finish this mission, and we'll know you're ready for your clothes back.
This looks like a good place to track my side missions.
Gross. Bad fish. Knock it off. Wake up. These are work hours. Hey, Fish. You're pretty.
I'm really late to intern orientation now. I better get to the class right away. Almost had it. That person's aura is telling me their perspective on the world is especially worth seeing. With clairvoyance. So if I bring you back all these scavenger hunt items...
Mission critical Psychonaut assets.
You'll give me my old clothes back?
Yes, definitely. If I can find them, I will 100% give them back.
If there are layoffs, maybe I'll get a sweet severance package.
get paid enough for this. I'll tell you that twice.
Experts agree, it's just not safe to use clairvoyance without my special clairvoyance enhancing pins.
Hey, Norma.
Excuse me, Raz, but I'm right in the middle of this high-ranking...
I'm not.
I know you're not.
At least tomorrow's payday.
Maybe I'll get a sweet severance package.
You're doing this, aren't you, kid?
Check these new pins, the very latest. Sayonara, Psychic.
Nothing like a little clairvoyance booster shot.
You're doing this, aren't you, kid?
Cut! What do you mean my psychomech battle bot is cut?
Austerity measures, Oleander. Every department is affected. Get a hold of yourself, Oleander.
Good luck fighting Maligula without my battle bot, cheapskates.
Hey, I'm with you. Letting him build a battle anything is probably a bad idea.
Oh, right, new intern. Thought I told you not to be late. Doesn't matter. You need a mentor. Let me see who's left.
Ooh, am I helping Mia? Or Sasha on a mission?
No, you're in the mailroom. Your mentor is Nick John Smith.
Mailroom? Nick John Smith? I've never heard of an Agent John Smith.
Nick's not an agent. He's not even psychic. He's just good at sorting mail. You'll love Nick. Everybody does.
But the mailroom?
Ford Cruller himself worked in that mailroom. You could learn a lot there. For one thing, how to be on time. Okay, I've given you fingerprint access to the mailroom. Now scoot. I've got a base to run and a budget to balance.
Got some intern credits. That's Psy card, I can make a Psy challenge marker back at the automatic. Hey! How's your dad?
Terrible! I gotta go get him some therapy plant stats.
How'd you get that hatch open?
Oh, it's got a fingerprint combination. I can teach it to you. Come here. It's more than just a number. You kind of have to feel it. Do you feel it?
Yes.
Good. Tell anybody you got it from me, and you're dead. Bye!
Check these new pins, the very latest. Let's combine that Psy-Core with your card so you can rank up. Come back anytime.
Yep.
Experts agree. Experts agree. It's just not safe to use clairvoyance without my special clairvoyance enhancing pins.
Almost had it. I just need to focus a little longer with my clairvoyance. Hi.
Huh?
Hi.
Huh?
Hello.
Looking good, kid.
At least tomorrow's payday. I don't get paid enough for this. I'll tell you that twice.
Experts agree. It's just clairvoyance enhancing pins.
Sup, little guy?
Scanning for fingerprint. Access granted.
Mr. John Smith? Hello? New intern here. That one saw me.
I hope Nick's okay.
Should
Should I tell somebody? I don't want to get poor Nick in trouble. Where is Nick? I can't remember the last time I saw him. What a mess!
Psychar!
How did Nick let it get like this? He's usually so...
There's a narrow slot, but I don't think I can fit through it.
Where is Nick? I can't remember the last time I saw him.
Everything okay in here?
Who are you?
I'm, Nick John Smith's new intern.
Oh, so you're the one not sorting all this mail.
Wait!
Better get all this mail sorted, quick! You're making Nick look bad.
Got it! I need to sort this mail if I'm going to ace this internship. This package is addressed to Truman Zanotto. Hey, this might be important. I'd better bring it to Truman. Technically, this is official Psychonauts business. I'd better deliver this to Truman quick. I'd better deliver this to Truman heavy. What the heck did Truman order here? Whoops. I'd better deliver this to Truman quick. Alley-oop! Ouch! That did some damage. Come on, Rasputin, precious cargo. What the?
Hey, you guys gotta check this out. The new kid killed Nick.
He's alive, but he's brainless.
What kind of sick monster would steal Nick's brain? I mean, Nick!
Maybe he saw something he shouldn't have.
But why keep his body alive?
And why mail it to the Grand Head of the Psychonauts?
It could be a warning.
Hey guys, Does the Lady Luctopus Casino mean anything to you?
Isn't that where we sent Agent 33?
To investigate suspected delusionist activity?
Agent 33 is 2 days late with her status update.
I'll get the jet.
I'll pack the go case.
I'll stay here and protect the children.
What? Aren't we all going on the mission?
We could use you in tactical command, Agent Forsyth.
And maybe the interns would benefit from...
It's not safe. Not while we have a double agent among us.
I'll take her place. I've heard the buffet there is shockingly reasonable.
Well, if you reconsider, meet us on the jet pad within the hour.
Can't we just...
No, all of you, to the interns' bay. Now! I've got some training exercises planned today that are both informative and safe. Last one there has to delouse the brain tumbler.
TV?
I'll bet those guys took Nick's body back to the mailroom. I should go check and see if he's okay. He is my mentor, after all. Harold, tell me the truth. Are you the mole?
You now have brain tumbler.
You think league night's canceled?
But first, please come to class.
Scanning access granted.
There's a narrow slot, but I don't think I can fit through it.
Rasputin Aquato. I know your name now. Mostly because you're late for class.
Is something bothering you?
Just thinking about Nick, you know?
Oh, that's right. He mailed that letter for you that one time, didn't he?
Experts agree. It's just not safe to use clairvoyance. Without my special clairvoyance enhancing pins. Experts agree. It's just not safe to use clairvoyance. Without my special clairvoyance enhancing pins.
Oh, good. You're finally here. Let me know when you're prepared to learn something. Don't wait too long. You'll miss class. Anytime, Aquato. Just how behind do you want to get? It's making me uncomfortable. uncomfortable, you lurking around while we're all trying to concentrate.
Almost had it. I just need to focus a little longer with my clairvoyance.
Get in or get out. Don't wait too long, you'll miss class.
Almost had it. I just need to... focus a little longer with my clairvoyance.
Anytime, Aquato.
If I may speak...
You may not. Class is in session.
Can I ask...
Please hold all questions till the end of the lesson.
Agent Forsyth, that mission...
is being handled by experienced Psychonauts. Do not bring it up again.
When does class start?
As soon as you get to my classroom.
This isn't your classroom?
No. This is. So are you ready, kid?
Yeah.
And what are you ready for?
Safety.
Oh, you think the human mind is safe? Well, that's cute. And that is how you perform the advanced psychic ability known as mental connection.
Cool. Ooh, sorry. Could you repeat that?
Sorry, kid. I warned you not to be late. I'm off to attend to some fiduciary concerns. Norma, take over for me, won't you? You can practice with some of those loose ideas.
But Agent Forsyth, is it safe to leave all these thoughts out like this if you're not here?
Norma, please. It takes more than a few rambunctious children to affect the mind of a trained psychonaut.
What are you doing, weirdo?
Try not to fall asleep in my class. All right, Rapscallion. Okay, now how do I explain mental connection extremely simply?
Let me guess. We focus on an idea in someone's mind until we form a tangible connection with it.
Oh, I didn't realize you were a mental connection expert. By all means, give us a demo. Professor.
What the heck did you just do?
I said connect with the idea, not jump inside it like a hamster ball.
Sorry. Old habit from the circus, I guess.
Not only is cilantro delicious, it's affordable and easy to grow in a window box herb garden.
What the heck is that?
What?
You left a slime trail.
It's like he connected the two thoughts together!
Oh, now you're in trouble. Hey, what's the big idea?
Looks like disgust.
Well, I'm sure it's not the first time Rasputin has created that thought in someone's mind.
Is he supposed to be doing that?
I know cilantro reduces the risk of digestive distress, but it tastes like soap. And honestly, I'd rather have the gas.
Hey, Raz. If you can change Forsyth's opinion of cilantro, maybe you could change her mind about the casino mission.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I mean, she worries about us kids too much. It's taking years off of her life expectancy.
If you could get her not to be so worried all the time.
We could all go on a real Psychonauts mission!
Well, I don't suppose it would hurt to take a look around up there. Just see if there's any, problems.
Straight to the top, Raz!
Of course, if you're scared, don't do it.
I mean, you'll probably get kicked out of the Psychonauts for trying, but what the heck?
Connect those thoughts, young man!
Try not to kill her brain, Raz.
Remember, it's for the good of the mission.
Well, what's this little nugget of wisdom doing? Ooh, I like those.
Straight to the top, Raz!
Of course, if you're scared, don't do it.
I mean, you'll probably get kicked out of the Psychonauts for trying, but what the heck?
Connect those thoughts, young man!
Try not to kill her brain, Raz.
Remember, it's for the good of the mission.
Oh, wait. This was a terrible idea.
These poor kids don't know what... they're in for. I'll just have to get Sasha. It was hard enough getting him to give up wearing socks with sandals.
This was a bad idea. I'm going back.
Remember that.
Our Lady of Restraint Neurological Hospital. I think Hollis said she was an intern here once.
I always had my best ideas here. Let's just hope I don't run into Dr. Putz.
Maybe trying to change her mind is a bad idea. No, wait. I think that is a bad idea. Yes! No room in here for any bad ideas but my own. Speaking of, I gotta catch up to Hollis and try to change her mind about the mission. What's that sound? This hat box needs a hat box tag. This hat box needs a hat box tag. I think I hear some emotional baggage. I need the steamer trunk tag for this guy. Aha! Here's the hat box tag. I need the steamer trunk tag for this guy. I'll take this nugget.
Oh my god, look at the size of that kid's head! Get him to radiology, stat!
You saved another life, Dr. Potts.
Oh, please. I was just doing my job.
I heard the technique you used was developed by your intern, Hollis Forsyth.
Oh, my intern? Why, yes, well, we did collaborate on that a little.
The patient will make a full recovery, Dr. Potts. All thanks to you.
Mm-hmm.
And your brilliant intern, Hollis Forsyth.
Why, yes. Well, she has been a helpful assistant. I like the look of these. His brain has made amazing progress.
Another life saved by the Forsyth method.
The Potts method? Potts? It was my invention. That intern merely transcribed my dictation.
Oh, my apologies, Dr. Potts.
In fact, I was thinking of getting rid of her.
Hey, I got half a mind. I've got half a mind to look for the other half. Something tells me it's not too far away.
believe. Ha! Good luck collecting your debts after I'm dead, losers. Good luck collecting your debts after I'm dead, losers. At our current burn rate. That's no good. Maybe if I move some funds around. I could postpone paying those bills, but not these. Another grant is off the table for sure. Bet the gastronauts don't have to pinch pennies like this. Where am I gonna get the money for that? What if I eliminate some meals? I could cut my own paycheck for a while. At our current burn rate. That's no good. Maybe if I move some funds around. I could postpone paying those bills, but not these. At our current burn. I went to school for medicine. How did I end up stressing about money management all day? Well, I just need to put those thoughts aside and focus on the children. Their safety is the most important thing. And it's not just because a lawsuit would bankrupt us right now. That casino mission would be good experience for them, but it's too risky. What if I let them go and the worst happened? Need to focus. Only one unfathomable fear at a time, Forsyth.
If Hollis associated risk with something more positive than death, it would open her up to so many more missions. I mean, life experiences. Give me your wisdom, Nugget.
Whenever I see socks with sandals, it reminds me of my favorite German college professor. Wearing socks with sandals is just rich people trying to show off how they can afford fancy socks. I just remembered how dire the Psychonauts' finances are.
If Hollis wants to solve her money problems, she's gonna need to accept some risk.
I definitely could not handle that stressful casino mission right now. Oh my. I just remembered how dire the Psychonauts' finances are.
That's not the change I was going for.
I never say this out loud, but the truth is, I really, really, really just love money. Fun to take risks. But what use is it?
Interesting. But that's not going to help us go on that casino mission.
never say this out loud, but the truth is, I really, really, really just love money. Sure, it's fun to take risks, but what use is it? Sure, it's fun to take risks, but what use is it? I never say this out loud, but the truth is, I really, really, really just love. Who am I kidding? If I wasn't worried about something, I wouldn't be me. It just means I care.
I think the only way to get Hollis to take us on a mission to a casino is to get her to associate risk with money.
I think I just figured out how to solve all our money problems. Uh-oh.
Hey, Teach, what gives? I was in the middle of a sweet hookup there.
Guess what, kids? You all did so well on your lesson. How about we give your new power a test drive out in the field?
You mean we're going on the mission? For real?
Isn't that dangerous?
You know what they say, Sam. Nothing ventured, nothing brained.
I don't think that's what...
Let's roll.
Heck yes!
Cool.
All right.
Sweet.
Woo!
I'm so glad you changed your mind about the mission, Agent Forsyth. I was nervous about bringing the children, but if you feel that it's safe, then it must be.
It's crucial we find out what these delusionists are up to at the casino. With you handling tactical command, I'd say our probability of mission success has risen 35%.
I'll take those odds. Now, how long till we reach the Lady Luctopus?
We're almost there.
Agent Forsyth, how are you feeling?
Lucky.
Well, we're here. Using a false identity, we've secured a high roller suite to use as our base of operations.
Now, children, you are not to leave the suite. Like most casinos, the Lady Luctopus has a strict no psychics policy.
Weak.
Be happy for this chance to observe Agent Forsyth in action. Teacup, this is Shoehorn. We are nearing position 1. I'm moving down the primary... ventilation shaft, and Dustpan is approaching the front desk. Teacup, come in. Are you there? Hollis.
Oh, yes. Shoehorn, this is Teacup. I have you on visual.
Teacup, this is Dustin.
What are you doing in there, Sam?
When Agent Forsyth finally grows, this will be the only safe place.
On your go-ahead, I'll approach the
What you
reception
doing,
desk
Morris?
and distract him.
Rasputin, don't sneak up on me like that. Listen, do me a favor and run up to the jet, will you? I need my dowsing goggles. I left them on my seat, I think. You wanted to be on a mission. Now here's your first objective. Fetch my dowsing goggles.
Okay, but...
Hurry! Our window of opportunity is closing.
All right, I'll be right back.
Teacup, this is Dustpan. I'm approaching position. After you've disabled the side detectors and inhibitors, on your go-ahead, I'll approach the reception desk and distract the killer.
I don't see any dowsing goggles anywhere. I mean, to be fair, I have no idea what they look like. I've actually never even heard of dowsing. Oh no. Agent Forsyth, where are you going? No, Hollis, what did I do to you?
Rasputin, is that you?
Mia? Sasha? Agent Forsyth is missing, but don't worry. I'll find her.
Hurry, Rasputin. We're in big trouble here.
Yes, please find Agent Forsyth right away. I don't know how long I can hold on.
I'm on it. I can't go into the hotel. They have anti-psychic detectors. Hollis must have some way to hide it. Maybe I can catch up to her this way. Ah! Oh!
Wait until Truman sees all the money I'm going to make.
Hollis, wait! Uh-oh.
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jours. Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets.
Don't worry, Agent Forsyth. I can fix this.
Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Ladies and gentlemen, no more bets.
Huh. Well, it's different. maybe it's not so bad? Agent Forsyth? You in here? Oh, I don't like this one bit. Oh no! Looks like Hollis had a spontaneous change in her worldview. Unrelated to my inappropriate meddling with her thoughts. Who am I kidding? I need to find Hollis's quiet room again and break that bad mental connection I made. Mind stepping aside, buddy? This is an emergency.
No.
no you don't mind, or like a general no to me existing? Near a hospital, so, your ghosts don't have to walk very... Oh, never mind. So pretty, so wise. Suitcase tag. Gotcha. Yep.
Player, everybody. Deal him in, stat.
Come on, live, damn you, live!
Full recovery! You did it, Dr. Potts.
Yep. Call me Jack. Let's go for double or nothing.
Woo!
Yep.
Banana?
Banana! Infection?
Ah, dang it.
I'm so sorry, Doctor.
Ah, well, it can't be helped. Some patients are just bad luck. I don't like the look of these. Yes, the heart's salvageable, but the rest?
Should we fold?
No, let's hold the 8 and the queen, and we'll pull for the inside straight.
I'll just quickly pop into Hollis's quiet place and fix this mess. High Rollers Lounge? That's not good. Oh no!
Rasputin, what are you doing here?
Sorry, I didn't mean to crash your hospital casino.
Oh, everyone's welcome in the casino. Without gamblers, how else would we make any money? No, you just can't be up here because it's the High Rollers Lounge.
Wait! Agent Forsyth, I need to tell you! Ah! Ugh. What the? Oh, phew. It's just the morgue. Huh?
Yes, Rasputin?
We got a patient here. Needs emergency access.
Sorry. The table minimum in the High Rollers Lounge is, $3 gazillion.
What? How much is a gazillion?
More than you got, kid.
Open up! My patient is dying! He needs fancy drinks! Stat!
In my opinion, your patient needs an emergency dose of $3 gazillion.
Open up! My patient is dying! He needs fancy drinks!
Careful, Raz.
How did you two get in here?
We followed you. We thought it would be fun, but...
It's full of babies!
Come on, looking for a little luck here.
We have to have a baby.
Or you could just, like, have a happy life together.
Oops, looks like the house takes it this time.
This time? You mean every time?
Come on, Lovey, let's try another number. We have to win eventually.
Well, this is obviously rigged, right? Adam? Lizzie? Guess they really don't like babies.
Come on and do your best. Let us fill your empty nest.
Let's try your shoe size.
So, you here hoping to get a baby?
No. I just love the sound of children crying.
Haven't hit the gazillion-dollar number yet?
Oh, this isn't about the money.
We are already so rich.
So rich.
Yes, we just want a child. More than anything in the world.
But the confounded house always wins. I hate to say this out loud, but I have my suspicions regarding the up-and-upness of this low-down dive.
This system is rigged. Maybe I could help unrig it.
Oh, if you could do that, you could have all the money.
Yes, we don't care about that.
Because we're so rich.
Yes, very wealthy, it's true, but poor in children. Help us win a baby, and you, sir, can have the gazillion-dollar prize.
And our eternal gratitude.
Leave it to me.
How can we turn these ne'er-do-wells into fair-do-wells?
Let's try it one last time.
Didn't we already use that one?
No more bets. Let's spin that wheel.
Oh, honey, this is it.
Here we go again.
Double zero is the winner. What a lucky break for the house. Well, if you didn't win, now's your chance to fix that with another bet.
Oh, we never learn, do we?
Have no fear, my dear.
I know you're not supposed to say this, but money really does solve a lot of problems.
I can't seem to connect to that idea. Guess I need more practice.
Well, of course the whole system is rigged. But I mean, I'm just one person. What could I do about it?
We can unrig this game, but you gotta believe it's possible first.
Then again, how do we know we can change things unless we try?
And we have a winner! Looks like this time it's not 00? What?
We won!
Well, I guess miracles do happen.
You're telling us.
Oh, we are so happy.
Well, I'm dead.
Here, young man. I don't know what you did, but I'm a man of my word.
We don't need it because...
You're rich?
Yes, but we don't like to talk about it.
Oh, look at our little jackpot. When does it start fulfilling all of our unachieved ambitions?
Right after we use its identity to hide our excess taxable income.
Oh, it will be so nice to have a couple of spare kidneys around the house.
It's just a mental baby. It's just a mental baby. Okay, I got $1 gazillion.
One lucky card does not make three of a kind, sir.
I think I hear something. I need the purse tag here. I like Psychonauts.
Go, Diamond!
And it's diamonds! Diamonds for the win!
Dang it, not again!
What are you two doing here?
Losing by following my foolish heart.
What are you thinking? Hearts is like a gazillion to one.
A gazillion to one, you say? So if I bid on hearts and won, I'd win a gazillion dollars. Right? Hey, where'd you go?
Okay, that's the last bet. Runners, to your starting gate. Prepare the patient for the exam. And they're off. Billy the club got stuck on a lub, or was it a dub? Spade and full out in front. Diamond Days in the lead. Diamond Days dropping down. Coming up to the finish line.
Are you trying to steal my ship?
Billy the Club wins the race, folks. Congratulations to the winners on their bets. Runners, take a hot 5 in the back.
It's locked.
So can I go back to my room now?
Sorry, sir. The doctor wants more tests.
Doctors and nurses, place your bets. Next race will be starting soon. Okay, that's the last bet. Runners, to your starting gates. Prepare the patient for the exam.
There's a narrow slot, but I don't think I can fit through it.
Okay, that's the last bet. Runners, to your starting gates. Prepare the patient for the exam. And they're off.
I'd like to make a bet.
Sure. Which runner suits you this evening?
I gotta follow my heart.
What? Haven't you seen the odds?
Hey, no one can lose forever, right?
You don't know hearts.
And they're off. Coming up to the finish line. And it's Diamond Days for the win.
That's weird. Most people usually win every time. Well, try again. Bye.
Okay, that's the last bet. Runners, to your starting gates. They're off.
I'd like to make a bet.
Sure. Which runner suits you this evening?
I gotta follow my heart.
You never learn, do you?
This time for sure.
And they're off. Coming up to the finish line. And it's Diamond Days for the win.
That's weird. Most people usually win every time. Well, try again.
Okay,
I'd like to make a bet.
Sure. Which runner suits you this evening?
I gotta follow my heart.
You never learn, do you?
This time for sure.
And they're off. Coming up to the finish line. And it's Diamond Days for the win.
That's weird. Most people usually win every time.
Okay,
I'd like to make a bet.
Sure. Which runner suits you this evening?
Diamonds are a gambler's best friend.
I would know. I work for tips.
And they're off. Coming up to the finish line. Billy the Club wins the race, folks.
That's weird. Most people usually win every...
Okay,
I'd like to make a bet.
Sure. Which runner suits you this evening?
Diamonds are a gambler's best friend.
I would know. I work for tips.
And they're off. Coming up.
That's weird. Most people usually win every time. Well, try.
Okay,
I'd like to make a bet.
Sure. Which runner suits you this evening?
I gotta follow my heart.
You never learn, do you?
And they're off.
That's weird. Most people use...
Okay,
I'd like to make a bet.
Sure. Which runner suits you this evening?
I'd like to join the winners.
That's weird. Most people usually... Okay.
I'd like to make a bet.
Sure. Which runner suits you this evening?
I'm digging for luck.
That's weird. Most people... Okay.
I'd like to make a bet.
Sure. Which...
I gotta follow my heart.
You never learn, do... And... they're off. That's weird. Most people usually win every time. Well, try again. Bye! Okay, that's the last bet. Runners, to your starting gates. The patient for the exam. And... they're off. Diamond Days dropping down.
Hey, are you sure you should be racing?
My doctor told me I have to stay off this leg. But he's also my boss, and he told me that if I miss another race, I'll get fired.
What if I raced for you?
What? You do that for me?
Yes, but I can't race looking like this.
Well, there's a changing room out there. What am I saying? That's impossible. This is just something I need to do.
The last bet. Runners, to your starting gates. Prepare the patient for the exam. And...
Different race, same runner. I can do this on my own. I don't need anybody's help. I can't need anybody's help.
I hope that's not true, because I ask for help all the time.
Life is more of a relay race than a wind sprint. Sometimes you need to know when it's time to pass the baton.
All I have to do now is place a bet on Hearts, and then take Hearts' place in the race.
To your starting gates. Prepare the patient for the exam. And they're off.
This is... I'd like to make a bet.
Sure. Which runner suits you this evening?
I gotta follow my heart.
You never learn, do you?
This time for sure.
Okay, that's the last bet. Runners, to your starting gates. What's this? Heart's Content is not in last place. Amazing!
Yep.
And it's Heart's Content in first place! I don't believe this! A gazillion and one miracle, and you all got to see it. Even if you didn't win, you have to admit we're all winners here today.
Not me.
Oh, you're done.
No more races today.
Sorry, we're broke after that race, which reminds me.
Don't forget to tip your nurses, you cheapskates.
I have $2 gazillion. Please put the third gazillion on my room tab.
Sir, we are offended that you would imply that we would allow mere double gazillionaires into the High Rollers Lounge.
I'm making progress, but it's time to wrap this up once and for all. Sasha and Mia are in danger while I'm here gambling.